Hello, Sue. Good to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm pretty great, thank you. And you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. As always, we join each other in different time zones. So I should say good morning to you, and you would say to me,
Good evening. Yes,
that's right, because it is 8 o'clock in the evening in California. But in Chiang Mai, what time is it now?
it's 10:36. Yeah, it's also pretty hot today.
Well, before we go on to our lesson and introduce the words that we want to talk about, why don't we introduce each other? Sue, why don't you start?
Hi everyone, I'm Sue. I'm a Burmese instructor based in Chiang Mai, and I've been teaching Burmese to English speakers for almost 3 years now. And I translate and interpret some words as a part-time job. It's great to see you all here.
All right, very good. My name is Kenneth Wong, and I am based in San Francisco. I'm a Burmese American writer, translator, and I also teach Burmese language. All right, so today we are going to be talking about weather-related words. What's your favorite season, by the way? Do you have a favorite season?
Ah, yes, I do. I really love spring and autumn actually. And what about you,
Hmm.
Sia?
I actually like winter, the cold season. For some reason, when it's cold, I feel alive and energized. And I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it's because I hated the heat so much when I was growing up in Burma. So now I love
Yeah.
the cold season.
Uh, but in even in Thailand, I can't re actually say which is winter or which is summer because it's hot all the year round. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. They have a joke about Bangkok. I've heard Thai people say in Bangkok they have three weathers. It's the weather is hot, a little bit hot,
Yes.
and very hot. Those are the three those are the three
I
seasons.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Chiang Mai is a little bit better, I think, in especially in winter. But it mostly a bit cold in the early morning, and it's getting cold again in the evening, and that's it. But the whole like afternoon time is still hot. Yeah.
Yeah. And the opposite is true of San Francisco, where I live now, because it's always covered in a layer of fog, and we're pretty close to the ocean. So I could make the same joke about San Francisco with a little twist. In San Francisco, we have three weathers. It's cold, a little bit cold, and very cold.
Very cold. Yes.
Uh, in fact, let's start with those words, shall we? Um, if we want to say in Burmese, hot, to be hot, the day is hot. So let's start with the verb to be hot. How should we say it?
Ude,
All right. And in my case, I would say to be cold. How would that be?
ide,
Mhm. And then Ure, to be hot, has a different layer in Yangon or in Bangkok. In fact, in summer season, it's very humid and you sweat a lot. So, um, I guess in English, we'll say it's stifling and it's humid. In Burmese, it'll be
aide,
right. On the other hand, if I'm covered in fog and it's shivering and I'm chilling and it's chilly in English, in Burmese, that'll be
chande.
all right. How about I step out of my house, I look at the sky and the sun is out. It's not really hot. We're not talking about uncomfortably hot, but the sun is shining and you feel a certain warmth on your face when you look up the sky. In Burmese, how would you describe that?
Ni tare.
Mhm. Um, it rarely happens here in San Francisco, but sometimes it rains. So it rain in Burmese, it will be.
Mu joare.
Hey, all right. Sometimes the rain is going to be very heavy, more than normal volume. And that would be, how would you say that in Burmese?
Mu tere.
That's right. Um, I have never experienced this particular thing when I was growing up in Burma, and I doubt you'll be experiencing it in Thailand. But let's also introduce how to say snowing, to snow.
Ninjare. Yes, it never happened in Thailand as well. Yeah. Ninjare.
Yes. All right. The last one that we want to introduce. Sometimes it's not raining, but it's very cold and it's actually very windy. So to be windy in Burmese will be
Li Daide or Li Tande.
"Leitaite, leitane." That's right. In fact, I remember in high school, at one point, students were required to read a famous novel called Wuthering Height, and that was translated into Burmese as what? Do you remember, Sue?
Yeah, Li Tango.
Lee Tangong, that's right. It's a little hilly area where the wind is very
Yeah,
strong. That's what it literally means. So Lee Tangong. So Lee Taite, Lee Tande. But normally we say Lee Taite, right? Lee Tande is
yeah.
not very common. Yeah.
We actually say that, but when the wind is like much more stronger, yes, we like to say Li Tande as well.
Lee Tande. It sounds a lot more literary when you say Lee Tande, right? More poetic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So these major verbs, let's go ahead and give them how to use these words with specific time indicator words. So, for example, we should talk about specific words that we would use to talk about, for example, today. How should we say today in Burmese?
Day alone in Burmese is like ne, but for today we say di ne.
Today. That's right. Quite literally, it means this day, right? That's why we say today. So
Yes,
this day is
okay,
dine. Hmm?
di ne.
How about yesterday?
Mane, mane. But for that one, we usually put the tag like ga. So
Maniga.
Maniga,
That's
maniga.
right. That's right. It's very uncommon for somebody to refer to yesterday as Mane only. Usually people say Manega,
Yes,
right?
maniga. Yeah,
Correct. And how about tomorrow?
manapchen.
All right. This one, you might not use it all the time, but maybe sometimes you have to use it. The day after tomorrow.
Oh, tabaka.
All right. Very good. So now let's go on and use these weather-related phrases and verbs to talk about specific days. If I want to say today is hot, it'll be
Dine pure.
"Inepure." And how about today is cold, it'll be
Dine ere.
all right. And what if I want to say yesterday was humid?
Maniga aide.
Hmm? How about yesterday was chilly?
Maniga chande.
Hmm? How about tomorrow will be sunny, pleasantly sunny?
Manapchen nida me. In here, we change the verb particle de to me because this is the future tense. So, Manapchen nida me.
That's correct. That's very important, right? Because if we had,
Yeah,
if we wanted to say, for example, tomorrow it'll be hot, we shouldn't say "Manepian bude." It would be "Manepian
no. Pume.
Manepian pume," because
Manapchen
that's right.
pume.
Mhm. When a verb ends with the suffix de, often pronounced de as well, and that means
De.
that is something that has already happened or that is something that usually happens all the time. But if we are talking about something that hasn't happened yet, something that is happening in the future, it should end with su.
Me.
That's
Me.
right. So not bude, but ume. Not
Pume.
ade, but
Yes.
ame,
Eme.
right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go on and give some more examples for the rest of the verbs, Sue. This time, maybe we should also do both affirmative and also negative. If I want to say, today it will rain, today it rains, how should I do it?
Dine 모여아래.
이내 모유하래. But how about the negative form?
ဒီနေ့မိုးမရွာဘူး
Hmm? Let's do a little bit of a comparison. If I want to say today is not hot, what would that be?
ဒီနေ့မပူဘူး
Right. So in single word verbs like ude, ede, aite, the negative forms are pretty simple. Let's do that together. Uh, ude, affirmative. So negative form is su.
မပူဘူး
All right. I'm going to give the affirmative form. Ede, to be cold, and the negative su.
မအေးဘူး
Right. And then to be humid, affirmative form, aite, and negative su.
မအိုက်ဘူး
All right. Now we're going to go back to rainy. In English, it's a single word, but in Burmese, affirmative form, it is mo yuade, and the negative form is su.
မိုးမရွာဘူး
So we need to explain this thing a little bit. So what's happening here? Because people might be thinking, well, when bude is affirmative, you just say mapu bu, but why not mamo yuabu? Why can't you do that?
because in မိုးရွာတယ် in this verb မိုး is just the noun and ရွာ
Mhm.
is actually the main verb so မိုးရွာ together will be uh, rain in Burmese which is why we cannot just use uh, the negative word ma in front of the noun instead we have to put uh, in front of the verb and မိုး that would be like မိုးမရွာဘူး
That's right. That's right. It's very important to recognize that in a phrase like mo yuade, mo is actually the noun. So you don't have to negate the noun mo. In Burmese, you literally say the rain is coming down. So yua is the actual verb that means coming down. So when you need to negate it, you actually negate the verb coming down, which is yua. That's why mo mayuabu. Um, the same thing is true when we are talking about raining heavily. So let's do this, Sue. If I want to say tomorrow it will rain heavily, what would that be?
မနက်ဖြန်မိုးသည်းမယ်
But how about the negative form? If I want to say tomorrow it would not be raining heavily.
မနက်ဖြန်မိုးမသည်းဘူး you
Same.
can also say like a yeah like a um, negative words like မိုးမသည်းဘူး uh, for the future we don't need to use like မိုးမသည်းမယ်ဘူး just မိုးမသည်းဘူး is perfectly fine
That's right. The odd thing, well, it's odd for English speakers, I suppose, not odd for us Burmese speakers. In Burmese, the negative form for future and the negative form for present tense and past tense are actually the same, right? Because,
yeah we
um,
can use it as the same
yeah, so in fact, let's give it an example. If we want to say, yesterday it rained heavily, it would be,
မနေ့ကမိုးသည်းတယ်
and let's give a negative form. Yesterday it didn't rain heavily, it would be,
မနေ့ကမိုးမသည်းဘူး
tomorrow it wouldn't rain heavily, it would be.
မနက်ဖြန်မိုးမသည်းဘူး
See, Maniga and Manepyan refers to yesterday and tomorrow. However, in both cases, Su just says mo matebu in the negative form because it is the same verb. The same verb. You can use the same negative verb for both future negative as well as past negative. All right.
Yes, actually, we can also add words for like future tense, but you can simply say like that. မနက်ဖြန်မိုးသည်းမှာမဟုတ်ဘူး if you want to express more. It won't be like raining heavily tomorrow, but it is exactly the same one as a present tense. It's also
That's right.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
When you say Manepyan mo thema mahopu, it gets into a much more complicated kind of usage of
yes,
gerund form, shall we say. But it is
yes,
specifically saying the fact that the heavy rain is not going to be happening tomorrow, something like that. But normally people
yes.
just say "Manapya mo matebu," and that would be
Modebu.
fine,
Yeah,
right? Hmm.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Let's do the two remaining one. Um, I don't think it's going to happen here in San Francisco or in Chiang Mai, but let's do that anyway. If you want to say, uh,
Yes.
tomorrow it will rain, tomorrow it will snow, it will be,
Mình nói chuyện nên trả mẹ.
and the negative is,
Mình nói chuyện nên mà trả bù.
that's right. And this does sometimes happen in San Francisco. If I want to say today it was windy, it would be,
Đi nê lì đại đệ.
and the negative.
Đi nê lì mà đại bù.
Very good. Now, just like the flavor words that we have introduced in a different episode, you can do a simple change to the end of the sentences and you end up with a yes no question, right? So let's try to introduce this formula for the learners, for our listeners. Let's do this with the simple form. If I want to say, today is hot, soup, it will be,
Đi nê bù đệ.
today is not hot, negative, soup.
Đi nê mà bù bù.
However, if I want to ask, is today hot? How would I do it?
Đi nê bù là.
That's right. So let's go ahead and do another example. If I want to say, tomorrow will be cold, it will be,
Mình nói chuyện y mẹ.
all right. How about a question form? If I want to say, will tomorrow be cold? What would that be?
In here, it is not enough just to put la at the end, but for future, we have to put mala. So that would be like mình nói chuyện y mala.
That's a very important point to point out. That's right. Because Ame is the future form of the verb to be cold. And the question, the yes no question is amala, not la,
Mala.
right? Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's do another future question just to get our listeners used to this idea. So,
Sure.
to be chilly, the verb is chande. So, if we want to say tomorrow, well, let's do the day after tomorrow. Well, how about if I want to say the day after tomorrow, it will be chilly,
The back car chame.
right? But what if I want to ask the question, will the day after tomorrow be chilly?
The back car chamala.
Rebecca Chamala. That's right. Now, we also have a couple of phrases where the noun and the verbs come together in phrases like mo yuare, ninjare, le taite. So maybe show them how to do the yes no questions form with these more complicated words. So if I want to say, tomorrow it will rain, what would that be, Sue?
Mình nói chuyện bố dọa mẹ.
But if I want to ask the question, will it rain
Mình nói
tomorrow?
chuyện,
Mhm.
oh sorry. Mình
Go
nói
ahead.
chuyện bố dọa mà la.
Right. Okay. And we also talk about raining heavily, which is motere. Let's do that.
Mô tê.
The day after tomorrow, it will rain heavily. So, Sue, what would that be?
The back car mô tê mẹ.
Mhm. How about asking the question, will it rain heavily the day after tomorrow?
The back car mô tê mà la.
That's right. Good. All right. Well, there are only two more left, so let's go ahead and do that anyway. Uh, so, for example, tomorrow it will snow. Sue?
Mình nói chuyện nên trả mẹ.
Will it snow tomorrow? Question.
Mình nói chuyện nên trả mà la.
Okay. All right. It will be windy tomorrow.
Mình nói chuyện lì đại mẹ.
Will it be windy tomorrow? Question.
Mình nói chuyện lì đại mà la.
All right. Good. I think that's the most commonly used weather-related phrases. Let's review them one more time before we close out the episodes. So let me give you the
Yes,
English
please,
and
yeah.
then great. Let me give you the English
Yeah.
and then Sue is going to give us the Burmese form. So Sue, to be hot,
Bù đấy,
to be cold,
y đấy,
to be humid,
Aide,
to be chilly,
Chande,
and to be pleasantly sunny,
Nidare,
to be raining,
Mujare,
to be raining heavily,
Mutere,
to snow,
Ninjare,
and to be windy.
Litaide.
Very good. We also introduced four specific time indicator words. So let's go ahead and review them. The word for today is,
Dine,
the word for tomorrow is,
Manapia,
the word for yesterday is,
Maniga,
the word for the day after tomorrow.
Tabaka.
All right. I think that's right. That finishes up today's episode. Is there anything else we should add, Sue? What do you think?
I think for this level learner, it's pretty enough words to memorize and practice again and again until uh they get used to it. Yeah, I think
Very
that's
good.
enough.
Let's do something realistic, by the way. Tomorrow, I just checked the weather focus, and I know, for instance, that it is going to be very chilly in San Francisco. So I should say, Manapia, San Francisco ma chame. How about you?
Yeah.
What would you say about Chiang Mai's weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yesterday, today, the day after tomorrow, the weather is the same. Like I did. Oh,
All right. So go ahead and try to say, tomorrow it will be humid in Chiang Mai in Burmese.
明日片千买马爱美。
All right. So it's always a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode. Let's say goodbye to our listeners. Until next time, listeners,
Yes.
happy Burmese learning. Okay. Sue,
Yeah, likewise, I'm also happy to be co-host in your podcast, and also I hope these episodes are beneficial to our listeners. Yes. Okay, see you next time.
see you next time, Sue. Bye bye.